I mainly use Feedly to get some news on tech and just in general current affairs that I'm excited about or want to know some things about, like new phones that are coming up, etc. But what if you want to get some world news? What's the best app to use? Well, Yahoo have just released their News Digest app for Android. It's been out on iOS for some time, so let's take a look. So what is News Digest? Well, basically it's a really nice app from Yahoo that gives you updates twice a day with world news and just in general current affairs that you're going to want to know about just to keep up to date with everything that's going on in our world. So basically the app itself is very simple to set up. It guides you through exactly how the application works, and just in general the app is a very nice interface. You can see here that just looking at it, the news stories are presented in a really nice way with some nice graphics and some nice fonts, and just in general the app is very smooth. Scrolling through the app and skipping between stories and things like that, I haven't had any issues at all. Now on a chosen day it will give you updates in the morning and also in the evening, which we'll get to in just a minute. You can see here it's got a circle down here with how many stories you have read. Now we'll get to that in just a minute. So basically you can't slide from left to right to get to the stories unless you tap on an actual story. So you can see here that it says swipe left to right to go through different articles. Now once you are in a story, I just want to give you an example of the amount of information that you get. You're going to have things like pictures, videos, maps of where the actual event or just in general the problem in the news is happening. You can have the topic in depth. If there's any historic information, it will bring up Wikipedia to give you some of that information, and also have the most up-to-date tweets that have been sent from certain news sites like the BBC, CNN and things like that, just so you can get some more up-to-date information without having to follow them on Twitter. The videos play from right within the app. They are full HD if it is available. Obviously if the video isn't full HD then it's not going to be when you load it, but in general it is a very nice interface. You can see here you've got all the pictures as well. You can click on them to enlarge them, and just in general the way that the app feels and looks is very nice. You can see here the transitions when sliding between stories is really nice, and obviously like I say there's a lot of stories and a lot of information within the actual app, and just in general I find it better than something that you're going to get with like BBC or the CNN or Sky News app. As you can see here that the colours light up with the number of stories that you've read, going from 1 to 9 for the most up-to-date stories that you're going to be looking at throughout the day. When you go back to the main page, you can see here that it actually ticks off the amount of stories that you have read. Now you can, if you want, come right down here, click on each number to then go to the story, or if you want to click into the actual story itself, then once you do so, it's going to give you the information about the story, and it's also going to colour in the number like you can see there next to the word entertainment. So what I like about this app is that once you are done, it tells you that you've read all the stories, so you're done for that period of the day, as you can see here. If you click on Did You Know, it gives you a little interesting fact that is in one of the newspapers or on one of the news sites throughout the day. And then when you go to read more, it's going to give you some more information regarding some stories that you may not know about. Kind of they're not as big stories as what you're going to find on the main page, but they are still there for your information. Now if I just go back to one of the stories here, you can see, like I mentioned, all the information within it, like the tweets, the videos, pictures, etc. Now if you can see here, there's a little legend just below each news story, and it actually tells you what additional information you're going to get, like image gallery, infographics, maps, stats, Twitter video, and also Wikipedia. So it's going to show you exactly what you're going to be getting within each news story that you go into. Now if you go on to more digests, this is where you're going to find the different days and also how long before you get your next digest from Yahoo. So like I mentioned, you are going to get updates in the morning and in the evening. Unfortunately, you cannot change the times. So you will get a notification at 8 o'clock in the morning and 6 PM in the evening telling you the new stories. But if you do want to go back throughout the week, as you can see there, I just had a look at Monday morning's news stories if you missed anything, so you can go back and have a look. And like I mentioned, there's a really nice clock interface here telling you how long you've got to your next digest. In the settings of the application, there is also an option to disable or enable notification, change the language, share the app, rate the app, and also just in general give you another tutorial of how the app works. And the coloured dot at the top kind of gives a musical Simon Says kind of game where you click on the dots and it kind of does a pattern that you have to follow, so it's kind of fun that they do put that in there. But overall guys, this news app is really nice. It's definitely going to be my daily news application that I go to for all the current affairs that I want to know about. It is completely free. It's available on on both iOS and also now on Android. It's been available on iOS for quite some time now, but it's really good that they've brought it to Android. A little bit late because I've been using things like I mentioned like Feedly and BBC News in the meantime, but overall a really nice app. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a comment down below as to what news applications you use. But for the meantime, I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, and I will catch you guys in the next one.